Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
From the land of lemons, magic, and neighbors who still wave, it's Voices of the Valley. Join hosts Jim and John as they shine a spotlight on local businesses, city council news, community events, and all the colorful characters that make the Santa Clara River Valley feel like home. From Santa Paula to Fillmore and Peru, this is your hometown podcast, Voices of the Valley.
All right. Welcome to Voices of the Value. Voices of the Value.
It's got value. Come on. We provide some sort of value.
So this show is kind of like one of those shows that you know how they have the TV, the movies where you like relive the day over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So we are reliving episode 5.
See, it's like Groundhog Day.
In November, over and over and over.
Saw the movie Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
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 Bill Murray.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. So we're
Exactly.
we're reliving that day over and over.
At some point, we'll change it. We got till the end of the year to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay. We got some time.
So we got formatting to like really hone in on. So we'll give ourselves till the end of the year.
We're still trying to figure that portion out.
Yeah, I did get one compliment from
you?
somebody listening to the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, they said, you guys really have good energy together.
We try. You know, what's up with your hair?
I don't know.
You looked the wreck when I saw you when I came in. Like you've been working hard.
Did I look like a wreck?
Yeah, you were like busy.
I'm remodeling downstairs.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to show you the new theater.
Okay.
It's gonna be really cool.
Good for you.
So
Oh yeah, it looked like you've been working today.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I have. So I want to take a step back for a second.
Okay.
And there's something that's been bothering me. Okay.
At least this week, right? Okay. I think every week there's something that bothers you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it this week? There you go.
I don't like it when communities change. And I know it's important, change is good and all this kind of stuff, but
Positive change.
what do you define okay, so if you were to look at a community, so right now I'm having this in the magic world where there's people that are upset, that are mad at me for whatever reason, and people take things and interpret them the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And people do a lot of backstabbing.
Mm-hmm.
There's always somebody saying something about you behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hard time where you go up to somebody and it's like, hey John, how you doing? Oh my gosh, so good to see you. And then that person, so there's a scene in improv
Mm-hmm.
that we do when they do the improv shows. It's funny. It's 3 people
Mm-hmm.
sitting in a chair. They're all friends. They're all together. But one person excuses themselves. And when they do, the other 2 talk about the person like, oh my God, I can't stand it when they do this and they do that. And so whatever it is they say they can't stand, that person has to come in and actually do those things.
Ah.
And then somebody else excuses themselves. And then the other 2 people are like, oh my gosh, when Bobby, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they just rip the other person apart when they're not in the room. And I'm dealing with a lot of that lately,
Yeah.
where it's like people that you perceive to be your friends
Mm-hmm.
and people that you do podcasts with that seem to be really loyal.
What did I do?
Not kidding.
If I have to say something, I'll say it to your face.
I know.
So
I don't think you have any problem with that.
No.
But people that you would consider friends, people that you'd consider to be good loyal friends, and then you find out when they get in front of other people that they're saying negative crap about you, and it's kind of deflating.
It happens a lot more than we think.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah. And then you go up to the person, you're trying to be as nice as you can, but then, you know, you were the one actually talking about that person or whatever, you know, and stuff, and to other people, you know. So
Yeah.
it happens a lot and everything, work, especially family, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's
Whatever happened to the day of being able to go up to somebody and say, hey, listen, what you did or what you said really hurt me. And or hey, you totally took this out of context, or it was wrong, and you work it out amongst each other instead of them being like, hey John, how's it going? Oh, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
And then you leave and it's like, what a scumbag.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, we deal with, like I said, we deal with family, we deal with friends, we deal with work. It happens all the time. So what do you do? You know, how do you?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I don't. I'm to a point now. I don't really care what people say or what they want to talk about me. Go ahead, talk about me. It doesn't bother me. It's more on them than it is on me.
Right.
You know, they're the ones that have the issue, not me.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
what you know, all the therapists and all those professionals say is that, you know, what somebody says about you really isn't your concern.
You make it your concern.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem. You
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I used to get all twisted about people saying something, and I'm like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. You know, it matters with, as long as you're happy with yourself and you surround yourself with good, positive people. Who cares?
You know who you are.
Exactly. So you don't, you know, your family's always first, you know, of course. And then you have your core group of select friends that, you know, if they're going to talk stuff about you, they'll talk to you in your face about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you have your core group of friends that you can rely on. Now, it hurts every once in a while when a good friend says something. That's what's hurtful.
Right.
But in the end, it doesn't, you know, it'll only hurt you if you let it hurt you. You know, just, you know, those people are the ones that live in misery. Let them figure it out.
I saw a really good Facebook post that said haters are your best fan club.
Yeah.
Because they're envious, they're jealous, they, you know, they want to knock you down because you're successful, or they want to, whatever it might be. They tend to be your biggest fan club.
Negative press is great press for people.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it on all levels, from entertainment to politics to numerous things. All these negative press, but their name's still in the paper or in the news.
Right.
And that's a good thing. You know, I mean, what they do maybe not be, but I mean, in a sense, keeps their name out there. You know.
Yeah. We had a magician friend that came. Oh, he's a creator. He's a pretty famous guy. He's created a lot of magic, and he came. He's staying in Ojai, so he came to stop in just to say hi. And we were talking about how, you know, the way people tend to advertise, or they tend to. It's not about selling on your strength or the good qualities about your services or whatever it might be. It's about taking down your competition. And so instead of riding on your merits, you're trying to make your competition look less than and to rise above. And it's like, you know, if you're in a small community, trashing your competition is your neighbor.
It's all right. What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
You know, people that want to treat people bad and just talk about them constantly, it's going to come back and bite them. And you know what?
Right.
It will at some point. Maybe not now, but maybe in 2, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, who knows? But they're the ones that have to deal with it, you know? So
you ever have that friend, or you ever see that person that you look at them and you go, that guy's an asshole. Yet everybody is clamoring for their attention.
Oh, I believe me, lately, a lot of people, you know, yeah.
And it's like, why? Everybody knows he's a jerk, yet,
Or she.
yeah, but you know, everybody, and yet all of a sudden now it's like everybody wants to, they all clamor to get their attention and to be in their favor. And the nice guy is sitting in the corner going, hey, I'll just love you for who you are. And it's like, yeah, you don't matter.
These people paint a false picture of everything. They promote stuff and it's about them, and people clamor to that.
Yeah.
For some reason, they clamor to that. We always talk about working as a group together, but it's always the ones that talk about themselves that people want to always clamor to. They flock to.
Yeah.
Just say, and in the long run, after a while, that person's going to burn out, and then they move on to the next one. How many times does that happen in even in our city and our county and stuff? And that's what happens. Everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame or however long they're in that role, and then they kind of fade away, and then they climb on to the next one.
Right.
It always happens, no matter what. Actors, actresses, they always clamor to the ones that are hot right now, and then they move on. Because they're in the know, or they're the people that everybody wants to be around.
Yeah, you're either the Charlie Sheen or you slap some you slap some host of the Oscars in the face, and
yeah, exactly. But then what happens? In the long run, they're the ones that'll fade out, and the ones that are slow and steady in the background that just do their thing, they're the ones that have the longevity in what goes on.
Right.
How many times you see in actors that the ones that are like the next tier down are always working. They're constantly busy making a great living. But then you have the A-listed ones that will shoot for a while and then they burn out, and some stay, but for the most part they all burn out. But there's always those slow and steady character actors that constantly have worked throughout their whole career.
Right.
They're not in the big limelight. They know they're celebrities. They know they stay in their zone, and yet they're the most successful people. They actually
they keep quiet, they keep their head down, and they
do the work.
And they work.
They do the work, and they don't talk about stuff. They don't promote themselves. That's what irritates me, is when people self-promote and talk about how they're doing it for the good of the group. And it's like, that is not good. I've dealt with people like that more recently, and it's just like, you just stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about what's the good for the good of the order of everybody. And it happens in all communities. I mean, if you think, we always talk about working as a group, but there's always people within those communities that try and push their own agendas and get out there. And sometimes it just derails things for a little while. It'll get back. It comes back, as a group. But the more we stick together and not worry about who we are and worry about who we are as a group, we'll be more successful. And every city runs through that right now.
Yeah, and it seems like the more you try to put yourself out there, the bigger your target.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes there's something to be said about just taking a step back and just letting things happen.
Yeah.
And those that want to pump themselves up and promote themselves, more power to them. But in the long run, they're going to end up falling, at some point in their careers or whatever they do.
Right.
So
speaking of communities,
mm-hmm.
Last Wednesday we had in Santa Paula, we had the changing of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
And so Carlos Juarez became the mayor for 2026, second time.
I did
read.
read
Jenny Crosswhite is the vice mayor.
I don't know if you read it in the Santa Paula Times. Carlos is the 123rd mayor of Santa Paula.
I thought Pedro was the 123rd.
No, Carlos, according to the newspaper, shows that he was the 223rd. Did I get that wrong? Or
well, we just did a Pedro did a more mayoral address as far as saying happy holidays and goodbye. And I believe he said he was the 123rd.
Or maybe I misread it. So I'll have to pull up Peggy's stuff here, because I swear it said that Carlos was the 123rd. Or maybe she was talking about Pedro. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So that happened. It was a pretty short meeting. Coming up this Thursday, though, there is a really big event that's going to be happening at City Hall, and that is the Rent Control Commission.
Okay.
Is going to be having a hearing with one of the owners of the mobile home parks, who had already put in a petition to raise basically double what their
Okay.
rent was for the property,
Uh-huh.
is now petitioning once again because in the city of Santa Paula, they don't have any regulations that prevent somebody from submitting an application multiple times during the course of a year.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think that's going to be addressed.
Yeah. Mhm.
But so that is happening on Thursday. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people coming out for that.
Are you broadcasting that?
We are not going to be broadcasting, but we are recording just for legal purposes.
Okay.
So I'm going to speak with Dan to see whether or not he does want to actually broadcast. But last time, it was strictly just for recording. So
Okay.
so that's happening on Thursday. And hopefully they get a good Christmas present, because if it gets approved, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be adversely affected by this.
Yeah, and that's been going on all over the county as far as
Yeah, this particular group has bought numerous mobile home parks and has been doing this at every single park.
Yeah,
which is basically corporate greed.
Oh yeah.
100% corporate greed.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say that capitalism is a good thing, but it's got to be honest capitalism. And unfortunately, whenever money comes into play, it's pretty hard to find those honest people.
Yeah, exactly.
So
well, hopefully it goes well. There'll probably be a lot of people there. I would assume it'd be.
I suspect there's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah, a packed house for that one. So
yeah.
Are they making a decision, or are they going to just give a recommendation?
No, it's the hearing.
Okay.
So at the end of the hearing, they will be voting yay or nay.
So, and that's council.
No, this is the Rent Control Commission, who has the authority to approve or deny rent increases.
Okay. All right.
Now, currently, if they appeal, it goes before an arbitrator. But I believe they want to change that to where they can appeal to the city,
which would go to council.
Yes. Yep, that's my understanding.
There's more of a benefit to go to city than it would be to an arbitrator.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
At least for the people's standpoint.
Yeah.
But the problem with it going to the city is that if all of a sudden then the city, if they file a lawsuit against the city for not being neutral, then the city gets dragged into a lawsuit.
Yeah, and I know the city's been just talked about this in previous council meetings.
Yes.
So I know they're trying to get a lot of cities to make decisions on rent control and whatever. And I know the Realtors Association has a big hand in it too. So I'm sure they're going to be there as well.
Well, this is a little different than just normal rent. This is specifically geared towards mobile home parks.
Yeah, it still falls in that same category.
Yeah.
So you'll see a big push from all the players to come in.
Yeah.
So it'll be a long meeting. So
it was a long meeting last time.
Yeah.
And obviously they've been to the table, so now they know what to expect. So they're gonna, who knows what they're gonna fire back with this time.
Yeah. While you were talking, I did look up on the Santa Paula Times, and it says here, Mayor Juarez now begins his second term in the middle chair, assuming the esteemed role of the 123rd mayor of Santa Paula. So I don't know if it was a typo, but we'll see.
We will, because I'm pretty sure.
Well, if you look at the what was it, 1902, the city was incorporated, which I would assume we had our first mayor at that point. So yeah, it could be the 123rd, which would be this year. Yeah, it could be. Somebody's wrong.
Somebody is wrong.
So he's either the 123rd or 124th. Okay.
So I have here the city of Santa Paula, and I have the mayoral address.
Oh, okay. Well, You recorded that?
Yes.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, Santa Paula. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for all the support you've given me during my term as mayor, the 123rd mayor of this extraordinary city. It's been my pleasure to serve the people and the communities of Santa Paula and advocate for the issues that you care most about, from our streets to our infrastructure, to ensuring that public service and your government officials are accountable to you, the people, the community that cares so much about our future. It's been quite a ride. We've done so much. And one word always comes to mind. That word is progress. We haven't solved all our issues. There's still more challenges ahead. But from the bottom of my heart, we've made some progress. And that's because you've been part of this process. You helped elevate the conversation. You've been engaged. And that helps us, as your elected officials, more accountable to the issues that our community cares about the most. My heart is full of joy, happiness, hope, because at some point in the trajectory of all the things that we've done together, some things will be accomplished, some things will become better, some things are coming our way in the future might actually be more challenging for us to address. But we're all committed to ensuring that Santa Paula has a brighter future, and she's well on her way. So happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Wow. When did you record that? Today?
No, beginning of the month.
Oh, okay.
So I think it went out on Wednesday,
Did it? Okay.
just before the election.
Nice. Okay.
So
Well, good. So we have somebody's the 123rd, one of the two.
yeah,
So
somebody's right, somebody's wrong, which yeah is par for the course. Somebody's always right and somebody's always wrong.
Yeah. So we'll have to get clarification for that one. But we'll ask the current mayor. He'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos will know.
And so Fillmore had their mayoral transition
Yeah.
the week before.
Correct.
We also had the Piru Christmas parade. It was a long parade. They had a lot of people participate in that parade.
They usually get a lot of people.
Yeah.
For that. I saw some photos of it. So it looked really cool.
Yeah, I went down and took some photos, and it was funny because on one side of the street there was nobody.
Because of the sun.
Yeah.
It always happens.
And then on the other side of the street it was like jam-packed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that always happens with a day parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Well, good.
so they had a really good turnout, and Corazon after the parade they were slammed.
Good.
Yeah, slammed.
Hopefully all the restaurants and businesses did really well in Pyro that day.
Yeah.
That's good. So that's
Well, there's not really very many restaurants.
what is it? Maybe 2 or 3 in there.
I think there might be I think there's 2 Mexican restaurants, 1 pizza restaurant, and Corazon, and then the Inn.
The end. Yeah. Hopefully they all did well.
So
I don't even know if there's any other stores there. I know there's a grocery store.
there's a couple of mini marts,
but I don't know if there's any other store there.
a couple of barber places, hairdresser.
Yeah, but like a retailer type, small little retail shop.
I don't think so.
I don't think there is. Not that I can remember.
Yeah.
So, well, but good. I'm glad they had that. So, and that's the last parade in the valley now. So
Yes.
I think it moves on towards. I think there's one more set of parades. I think this weekend, maybe, or no.
Better be if they're gonna have it, because next weekend is
Yeah. I don't know if they
After
wrapped it all up.
Christmas.
The only thing that might still be is the parade of lights. I think that might be, but I think as far as the cities, they might have already had all of them. So
so the Parade of Lights is at the harbor in Ventura.
I think Channel Islands does it too.
Do they?
They do something similar to that. I think.
Okay.
So yeah.
So this Saturday we are going to be doing a Christmas karaoke at Corazon
Yeah.
in Piru.
Okay. So all Christmas carols, all Christmas.
Not,
songs?
I'm going to let them do other music as well, but we'll play some Christmas carols and do like a sing along. And
It should be all Christmas songs.
All Christmas songs?
Well, how many are there though? There's not a whole lot.
Yeah,
so
well, I mean,
Yeah.
there is actually.
if you
but-
break it down. Yeah,
yeah.
probably Christmas and New Year songs.
so you gonna come over and do karaoke?
I am not good at karaoke.
You don't have to sing.
Just what time is
Come
it?
hang out. 8 to 10
8 to 10 Saturday night.
Saturday night at Corazon, D. Piru, 3945 Center Street.
I know where it is. So, I'll have to see because we're doing the Rotary Christmas basket stuff. So this weekend,
Are you?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's putting it together starting tomorrow. I think there's 300 and at last count there was 325 baskets that are being given out
Wow.
in the community. It's a little down from last year, but I mean we've given up to 500 at some point too. So, but we're gonna start putting that together starting tomorrow afternoon, all day Friday, possibly Saturday, and the distribution is early Sunday morning. So that'll be given out right at the community center and Glen City School, right in that area. So you have to be pre-registered though. So that's things you can't just show up. There's no-
Okay.
and they've already done the pre-registration. Registration is closed, so so it'll be a good event. So it's always a lot of fun. There's a toy distribution on Saturday too.
Where's that?
E&D Boutique.
Okay.
The Santa and Me toy run that they put on. So they just have a ton of toys that they put on tables, and kids get to come in. They get to pick one toy from the table. A couple of car clubs and motorcycle clubs they help sponsor all that. But yeah, it's a really cool event. So I went to it last year, and there's just so many kids that come in and families, and help serve our kids that that might need a little something extra.
So at E&D, can anyone go, or is it for the
Uh,
underserved?
I'm not sure. I'm my guess it's open to everybody, but just check on their Facebook page. I should have had it pulled up. My phone's about dead. Jesus.
It is.
Yeah, it's getting close. So we need a charger here during the show.
I have one.
It's all good. So God, where is that? I don't know if we can the boutique. So I don't know. We'll see. But they posted it already. So it's Saturday afternoon. So
Okay.
yeah, and I know they just did a toy giveaway at El Capricho last weekend during the street festival they had. So that was very successful as well.
How was the street festival?
I didn't go, but from what I got, it was really, really successful. A lot of people downtown shopping, not only the pop-ups, but shopping our brick and mortars too. So it seemed like it was a really good day to be downtown.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of steered away from it. I was painting. I'm painting the house. So
You are.
yes, inside. So
Wow.
what do you think I'm doing after the show? I got to go back and finish painting.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a total just
Retired life suits you well.
no. Part time. So part time retired. I keep stressing that to my wife. It's part time, okay? I can't do this every day. So I actually worked a full day yesterday, and I got home. I was like, I am tired. I hadn't worked a full day in a couple months.
Are you open to say what you're doing now, or?
Sure, yeah. Oh, you gonna put spotlight on me or what? No.
No, I just was clearing a message. So
No, actually, I'm currently the interim CEO for the Moorpark Chamber of Commerce, and so I'm helping them out for the next few months, and just to help them do a few things that they need done. And then after the first year, I'll take a look and see where I head next in that. But it's just kind of getting them through the next couple months, and then we'll see where I land after that point. But they needed a little assistance. They didn't have a CEO, so I stepped in to just help them reorg several things and work with the city on a couple of projects. And so hopefully, it may turn into a full-time gig. I don't know, but I'll evaluate it after a couple months and then see where it takes me.
nice.
So, yeah, but it's been a good time. I've been with them since September, so it's just doing projects, and now I'm officially in that role for at least 3 months. So,
Okay.
yeah, so November, December, January. So, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Nice.
So it's been good. I've been out there 2-3 times a week. It's only, like I said, it's part time. So, but it is helping them get over the hump on a couple things. So
And that's where Jonathan went. Jonathan Royas went to work for City Hall.
Yeah, I met with him yesterday and his staff, and just about a couple projects that they're combined working on. So, yeah, so it's good. It's good to see him. He's doing really well, and Moorpark's an up and coming community. They're growing, very similar to Santa Paula, very similar, but they've got a lot of momentum right now, and so I'm looking forward to working with them and see where we can take it for the next few.
Well, and they're a gateway community too, so they get a lot of traffic that
there's a ton of
passes through there,
right through the middle of the town.
Yeah,
so they're the chamber offices on High Street, which is their downtown. So they're doing some redevelopment downtown. So it's kind of cool to be in that area. It reminds me of downtown here, and just it's growing. They're trying to really make a lot of improvements. But yeah, it's very similar as I go around to the whole community. Very similar to Santa Paula, very similar, just with the exception of LA Avenue, that all the traffic and all that,
right?
A lot of retail, but it's but the community is really good. A lot of good people out there.
Nice.
Work together. Everybody knows each other. It's similar to here.
Really?
And I'm like the outsider. I'm like, they're all talking about taking their kids to practice and all that. They all live next to each other. I'm like, man, I'm like the outsider looking in right now, but that's fine, But it gives me an opportunity to learn about a new community within our county, grow in a different direction, challenge me. So it's good. That
Do they need a new magic shop or?
They're always looking for a magic shop. So there's a lot of good spaces downtown available. So, hey, you never know. I mean, we'll see. There's the theater there. You could do a performance at the theater there.
I know. I've been in that theater before.
Yeah, we're right across the street. So,
oh, really?
I stare at that theater every time I'm there.
Nice.
So, yeah, there's some cool things about it. Very, like I said, it's very similar to Santa Paula.
Yeah.
So
nice.
You got to do a show over there.
I think I did once.
Yeah, you got to set something up.
Yeah, I can do it again.
Yeah.
All right. That wraps things up. Do you have anything else to add?
No. We're next week is Christmas Eve. So
Christmas Eve. Are we going dark on Christmas Eve?
We'll go dark New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve?
We can do Christmas Eve,
okay.
Maybe earlier.
All right.
Maybe we'll move the show early that day.
10 o'clock?
Sure.
All right.
We do 10 o'clock.
All right, we'll be back. One more. You have 8 more shopping days before Christmas. We will be back on Christmas Eve to see how you've managed to get all your shopping done.
Our last show of the year,
and last show. Oh, that's right,
last show of the year. And we'll see what kind of pressure everybody's under to get their last minute presents.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, everybody, stay safe. Enjoy your holidays. Remember to take some time out for family. Jim.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.